Hi, Steve Von Brand here for the Bass College down here at Anchor Marine, getting ready to go out on the Northeast River here. High tide. Mike Ward's going to be down here in a second, and we're going to go out here, throw some different fast-moving baits, and it's high tide, so we're going to see what happens. Dead calm. We've had a lot of rain, but water looks pretty good right now, so we're going to get out there and see what we can do today, and we'll see you guys down on the water. So we got water temperatures, what now, 74?
71 right now.
71 in here.
I'm sure it'll slowly climb through the morning.
Got a buzz bait?
Actually, I've got a whopper plopper tied on in there somewhere. Perch color.
Yeah.
Last year, just not much on.
Yeah.
Get a good side scan of it.
Now, obviously, the island's always good, is that the logs are still, I mean, they're still there, and you know.
Yeah, well, what makes the island good is the hole.
Yeah, there's that hole, right.
And then you have all those logs and trees that are sunk in that hole, and the hard bottom there.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, natural gravitation point for them. And they get good fresh water through the creek, it seems, coming in.
Have you been working with that sonar, the Lowrance, and understanding that a lot better than you had before, let's say, a year ago?
Yeah, it's just more using, more familiar you get with it. I tell you, one of the electronics have gotten so expensive. You know, I'd love to get some of the 360 imaging and things
yeah, the
like
360
that.
and that new one. Did you see the new stuff they had out with the Lowrance? It really.
Yeah, they got the 3D.
Right, the 3D. That's really nice.
Really super graphics and everything on it. But boy, they're expensive.
Yeah,
they're expensive.
Yeah, I'll throw something in there.
What do you want to throw? I got chatterbait. I got jig.
I don't like the conditions for the chatterbait right now, honestly. Do you have like a topwater or something, a popper or a whopper or something, just to see if they'll hit some topwater?
Yeah.
I think it's a little slow. The chatterbait just doesn't feel like it's going to work right now.
Well, I've never used the chatterbait much in this creek.
No. Well, I've never actually had luck up in the creek with really a lot of fast-moving baits.
Nope.
But I have had them blow up on some topwater once in a while, and a buzzbait once or twice, you know, and they were just larger. So, but most of the time, it's a plastics creek, or little tiny jigs, you know, beaver, spider grub, tiny worms, that type of thing.
Might pull that tree out of here.
Yeah, that tree was a pretty good spot there.
Yeah, those fish would really gang up on it.
Well, you've got a lot of fish right here. Now, of course, you know, they're all different kinds, but there's definitely a lot of bait fish. You've got some fish hanging on the bottom that are fairly large. Not the size we want. That's all I need today is to get hooked up and go to the hospital instead of fish after a year. Whopper plopper. And he's not, I guess he's probably 12 inches. He's probably a tournament limit, huh? I mean, he's tournament fish. You could.
Yeah, in what, another week?
Yeah. But he definitely hit that topwater right by the bush. I like to throw a topwater or something like that from behind the boat when somebody's up in the front throwing the plastics and the jigs and stuff like that, things that you expect them to hit. Because sometimes you can always pick up a few extra fish, but a lot of times I pick up that bigger fish by throwing a big buzz bait or a whopper plopper or something like that from the back.
watercolor gets.
Yeah, it's much muddier back up in here. Coming by, using that new Lew's reel, right? And the new Lew's rod?
Yep, the Lew's Custom Speed Stick Light with the wind grip handles. And this is a 610 medium heavy.
Is that the 6:8 to 1 ratio on that one?
Yep, that's exactly what the ratio is on this speed spool. This is the LFS Tournament Pro, and this has the upgraded Lew's handles and knobs that you can purchase now directly from Lew's on their website. You can get them in a lot of various colors. These are the paddle shape, the original Lew's shape, but with the wind grip on them so your fingers don't slip. But you can also get them in a small round color and then an oversized round knob. And like I said, pretty cool. You can get them a lot of different colors. Pretty neat upgrade that you can do.
I think I just saw another bass strike up in there.
I think you're right. I did too. Also no terrific size.
No, I'm catching them on it, but
catch some, man. Come on, dude, open your mouth.
Looks like, you know, just the soft plastics is the deal, you know, right now anyway, but for those size fish, which is why I'm throwing something different in the back, you know, hoping, well, I mean, I don't care if I catch one if it weighs 5-6 pounds.
The other thing is we're using the oversized crazy flapper, trying to get, you know, a little bigger bite.
Yeah.
But I want to use something that creates a little more disturbance in the water.
Right, that water's color.
The water's so dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty.
I need to do something to draw some attention.
Well, right now we've got a high tide that's just starting to go out, so maybe that water starts moving, things will change. We'll see what happens more down there than it looks like. And sometimes that water starts moving, and that I've caught 2 out of there that were really big, you know, back to back. Well, we've been looking for all kinds of new stuff, trying to find some grass that, you know, just isn't been found yet, and just haven't seemed to run into it back where the grass was, and just they seem turned off. The tide went out. The high tide was at 5:30, and the tide went out, but it never really went out. I think it's as high now, like Mike said, as it was this morning. Been throwing some chatterbaits and swim jigs and flipping jigs and some crankbaits. Downsized our jigs and worms. There he goes. What was that? Picked it up, huh? Now we're going to run up in the northeast, maybe hit a few of the docks that used to produce real well, just see what's going on in there, and then we'll be back down the water again probably later this week or something, see what's going on. We have water temperatures, what, 67 this morning, Mike, right?
77 back here right now.
And then 77 back here now. They went up to 74 earlier in some spots, and 75, and then now it's 77. Still really muddy water, though, in most places. We've been back in some little creeks, some runoffs that come into the main river in some different spots, and they were a little clearer, but caught some small bass we didn't film, but just nothing to really pay attention to. I used to catch a lot of bass around here. Has it been doing anything at all this year?
I haven't fished it this year.
Yeah. We'll see what it does. Hit it for a few minutes.
See, this is everything you got here.
Oh yeah, you can see the structure. Look at that. Oh yeah.
See why they hold here, and you're talking about 11 feet of water.
Yeah.
Good shot.
It's like 7 feet deep right here on the outside edge. You got a lot of bait fish and some bigger fish showing up. So what do you think, Mike? What were the thoughts for today?
I don't know. East wind, water never left the river. So we never had anything other than a high tide all day. So I think that lack of water movement didn't help anything.
No, I agree with that.
And also just the water clarity today is everywhere we've been. It's been subpar.
And of course we're way behind. That grass just really isn't there.
Yeah, and it's in select places, you know, it's there, but usually, I guess by this time of year, we have quite a bit of grass out on that flat. And there's some there, but obviously not near as much as...
It just doesn't concentrate on
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spread out.
Yeah, all in all, you know, we caught some fish, just nothing of any real size.
Yeah.
And, you know, blame it on, I guess, a number of things, but I think the biggest culprit again is just the fact that the water never left, never pulled out, so it's very little movement.
Yeah, and the fact that we're not interested in settling for 1 and 2 pound fish either. I mean, we didn't go to places and throw Senkos and drop shots and stuff to catch 5, 1.5 or 2 pound bass. I mean, it was more looking for grass and spots to catch, you know, 3 pound plus fish, and that just didn't work out.
Yeah, it's just one of those days. You know, it wasn't ideal conditions, but we'll take a few fish over none, right?
Yeah, it'll clear up and things will change again soon. That grass will come in and everything will turn. We're throwing popping frogs and, you know, chatterbaits and buzzbaits and swim jigs, and you'll see 4 and 5 and 6 pound bass all the time.
Yep,
But anyway, the lead series will be here, and it'll be interesting to see what they do again this year, and we'll be covering that.
Hopefully they have some better...
It ought to be quite interesting too, seeing them weigh in at Ripken Stadium, not out in the open like we've been used to.
Right. Yeah.
That ought to be quite interesting.
It should be pretty cool.
So we're looking forward to seeing everybody down there, and we'll see you long before that out here again on the water, maybe with some bigger fish.
Be nice.